Hi, it's Stanford Erickson, Editorial Director of Chiropractic Economics. I'm here with Dr. Raymond Hall. He's CEO of PILLO1, and it's Pillow, P-I-L-L-O without a W, 1. He's also a doctor of chiropractic and sort of majors in sports medicine and has dealt with the Olympic teams. And could you talk a little bit about that and let's talk a little bit about the PILLO1?
Sure. Well, thank you. Yes, my practice in Santa Monica, California at Santa Monica Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Group. I'm the chiropractor of the group, and I started in sports medicine 25 years ago. And I've been working.
Were you an athlete yourself?
I was, yeah. Primarily high school, but then I got a scholarship to college, but that I didn't take in baseball, but I actually ended up going into music. But ultimately in the chiropractic school. And so I always liked working with my hands and having kind of an inventive quality to my life, and that's where I ended up with PILLO1. Yeah.
How is the super athlete different than the rest of us?
Working with the professional athletes is incredible because they're just these incredible bodies with incredible endurance and stamina. Especially in working with a PGA Tour a bit, you have these athletes that understand their body and the technicalities of biomechanics and motion and kinesiology. So it's fun, it's interesting, and you're working with the top. It's almost like the Rolls Royce of people in athletic competition. They have high demands. I could name a few athletes that have been working with this, but I think it's a little premature. But as far as the NBA is concerned, they need to have good quality sleep. They need to put their body at rest and restore their bodies every night with these vigorous levels of competition and schedules that they have. And they're just a dream to work with. But they respond quickly, accurately, but it is a challenge.
I once interviewed a massage therapist that dealt with some of those, and they said they could feel pain more than anyone in the world.
They're very attuned to their bodies.
Yeah.
Their nutritional requirements are so keen, and their sleep requirements are so keen, and their regimens and their routines are so highly developed. So it's really a pleasure working with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now tell us a little bit about PILLO1 and how did you develop that and the benefits of that.
Thanks for asking. I started working on the concept of creating a new pillow for our industry in year 2000. I was just looking through all of our catalogs, and after, you see, by that time I'd been in practice 15 years, and I just couldn't find any pillow that really worked for my patients. I couldn't find a pillow that was designed for not only lying on your back but on your side, because there's two different contours that are really necessary to create optimal support. So I started working in my home workshop, cutting pieces, putting pieces together with duct tape and experimenting with different types of foams. And 10 years later, I came up with PILLO1 through a lot of research. And actually we did some polysomnographic study, independent study that showed that the PILLO1 is superior to other conventional pillows as well.
And what's the price range on PILLO1?
You know, it is expensive. It's an Eco-Lux pillow, and the reason it's so expensive is because it's made out of the best quality latex material that we could find in the entire universe. We searched, and we've had like 30 different prototypes of different polyurethane type of foams. We've used different feather type of foams, or feather designs. We couldn't find anything except for the latex type of foam that really sufficed to develop the type of quality of pillow that we have. So generally speaking, right now we have it on the market for $179 on the internet, but that will go up in retail probably up into the mid-200s. And
because there's not feathers, if you're allergic to feathers, is that an advantage?
It's a definite advantage. Latex is a hypoallergenic foam, type of foam. It goes through a 5 or 6 different wash system where they release all the proteins from the latex. A lot of the latex allergies that you used to hear about from the gloves and different things are from, you know, third world countries that didn't do the right processing to get the proteins out of it. So the patients were very allergic to that. This is a very different process. It goes from 0 to like 220 degrees temperature to try to purify it and then to wash these different latex proteins out of it so it's pure, and once it gets onto a person's bed, it's very antimicrobial as well as hypoallergenic.
Now you're going to have someone show us how the pillow works?
Yes, I'll have Andrea show you a little bit of...
Do you mind holding the mic?
No, that'd be fine.
You can
Thank you.
explain.
Thank you so much. So the pillow is really designed to allow the patient to lay on their back or their side, or actually even in their stomach with pretty good comfort. But the back lying position allows the cervical spine to be supported with the convex, and if I can even show you this, the convex type of two different types of foams in the system, to where it gives the optimal support for the neck, and the head is actually resting. I won't give you exact dimensions, and specific dimensions to where the head is in the perfect posture, whether you're lying on your back or on your side. And it's actually trying to simulate the same standing posture that you have in the perfect posture, where you have your sternum up, your head up, and your chin up. And so then you're allowing yourself to lay down like Andrea is and sustain that same postural support. And so your neck doesn't have the stress and the strain of what most pillows do, is push the head up and putting the pressure, just like when a person has very poor posture and their head is always dropped forward. We're trying to supplement that at night during the 1/3 of your life that you're sleeping, by giving you the exact proper support. So Andrea's head is resting in this very soft latex foam cradle, yet her neck, the primary thing, is supported. And then when Andrea turns onto the right side, her head is supported through this very soft latex, different type of latex foam onto her side. And so her head is in perfect alignment with her spine. So whether she's going on her side, or when she goes back onto her back, or even onto the other side, your head stays in perfect alignment with your spine. And very few, if any, other pillows actually have that kind of property.
Some people actually sleep on their stomach, though I understand that's not the best. Can you do that with that pillow as well?
Interesting. I love it's a great point. You can go on your stomach. You can actually put your head, like with your right ear down into the cavity, or your left ear down into the cavity, and sleep quite comfortably. But we've actually found in the independent study that that actually 0% of the people, actually even stomach sleepers, ended up sleeping on their stomach during the videography as well as the polysomnographic analysis during the 8-hour period that they were sleeping, which was very curious to us because we didn't believe that. But like there was a study in South Australia that demonstrated that 70% of the people slept on their sides, about 22% of the people slept on their backs, and less than 5% of the people slept on their stomachs. So we were thinking that we'd find that 5% of the people would be sleeping on their stomach. But with this pillow, I think the fact is that you have such nice support when you're lying on your side or your back that people prefer those two positions, which are certainly optimal when it comes to spinal health.
Now, Dr. Hall, if the DC wants to follow up with you, how should they do that?
Thank you for asking. Well, you can always go online, and we have our contact information at PILLO1.com. You can also contact us at the 877-4-PILLO1 number. We always have customer service available, and we would love to have the integration of questions, comments, and we're trying to just stir the bedding industry up to where we actually can redefine what a pillow actually should create.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hall.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.